person who is a CEO in a private firm in Makati City. He's very accomplished, he's more than 50 years old, and he thought, because he had lots in terms of resources, sabi niya, I will sponsor a reunion of our grade 6 graduate batch. Tingnan ko kung ano na nangyari sa mga buhay ng aking mga classmates. Because that was more than 40 years ago. So, pumunta siya kanyang elementary school alma mater. He spoke to the new principal. Apparently, many of the teachers and the principal in the class were already retired. Sabi niya sa kasampahan ng principal, Sir, I'd like to sponsor a reunion. I have to bring it. I mean, we will do it in Shangri-La Exa in Mandaluyong. It's a 5-star hotel. I'll put the bills. Don't worry, ang gagawin nyo lang is connect with the grade 6 graduates in this year's batch. To cut the long story short, the principal did its best. And on that inevitable day, this is sharing ang itambong out of the 45 students in that section. So the CEO was very proud, right at the door of the grand ballroom, greeting one at a time those that arrived, 17 of them. And then they were all seated in a long table. And nagpapasalamat na si CEO. I'm happy that the 17 have responded to my invite. I'm happy. Tapos nagpapakilala sila kasi medyo mga mukha na bago na. Sabi na ito, lawyer, engineer, doctor, pharmacist, OFW, ang dami na. And then nagsimula na si CEO. In his speech, he said, you think I am a problemless CEO? You think that I am exempted for problems? You know, I have the biggest problems right now. Ito na mga classmates niya, nagtaka, ano ba problema nito? Yaman-yaman nito. You know what my problem is? I married very late, just like Jonathan. And that year, his kids, dalawa yung anak niya, grade 2 and grade 3. And the problem that confronted the CEO is where to send the 2 boys in a school that he believes the best can be given to the children. Sabi niya, pinakamamahal at pinakaminiti ko itong mga anak ko. Gusto ko mabigyan sila ng best. But unfortunately, pinagpatuloy niya ang speech, unfortunately, I lose now my trust and confidence to public school teachers and teachers in the private schools. Kaya ang problema ko, saan ko sila mapakarali? Wala na akong believe sa mga teachers in the public and private. Yung mga classmates niyang 17, kameme, nag-a-analyze, bakit? Ano bang gusto nito? So sabi pa ng CEO, kaya niyo ba na ang mga anak niyo ay iasa ang paggabay at pagbibigay ng patnubay sa mga taong ang ambisyon ay magiging teacher lamang? Sakit nun Ingon siya, kaya ba ninyo inyong mga anak na lamang ninyo ipahatag ninyo sa mga tao at ambisyon na himulang maestro-maestra? Parang masakit yun. So, tinignan niya, from a distance, seated at the rear part of the table, was Ruben. Classmate niya, na hindi na nakalimutan niya, teacher pala si Ruben. Metro Bank outstanding teacher pa si Ruben. Sabi niya, oh, Ruben, can you please stand? Ayun naman si Ruben. Sabi niya, Ruben, I apologize for what I said earlier. That I lost my confidence with teachers both in public and private. But yun po ang totoo kasi na nararamdaman. Ruben, you are a teacher. Can you please convince me so I can regain my trust and eventually send my children back to public school? Sabi niya, Ruben, can you please convince me what do you do as a teacher? Ang teacher, si Ruben, very humble. Kaya ka ng teacher, humble ng gina ko. Maipon na sa mga abogado, doktor. Pero kauban na nila, marites ka na ng maestra. Hindi na mahambol. Wala na, kabihan kayo na. Pero pag inilagay mo in the circles of other professionals, teachers would keep it full, just like Ruben. Balikan natin yung kwento. Sabi nga, Ruben, what do you do as a teacher? Ruben started to answer that question. Sabi niya, Mr. CEO, I teach my children how to read, how to write. I teach them to apologize if they commit mistakes. And if they do it, they mean it. Tapos sabi ng CEO, ito ba ginagawa mo bilang teacher? No. There's still a lot. I teach my children mathematics, which is very important in living your daily life. I teach them science. Tapos uminit na yung katawan ni Ruben kasi parang nahahamon na siya sa tinanong ng CEO. Sabi niya, I teach my children not just about subjects, but I teach my children lessons about life. I teach my, ang dami na, wala nang preno si Ruben, nakalimutan na niya ang lahat. Nag-enumerate na siya na kanyang ginagawa. Because like Ruben, we are nurses, we are doctors, we are pharmacists, we are defenders of students. Nahimulatang lawyers sa mga estudyante. Diba ang daming ginagawa natin? Caregiver, anong nakasign sa kinder, makaigit ng bata, biyakan naman ang ganito. Diba? Ang daming ginagawa natin na hindi po nakahimay sa mandato bilang mga guro. Because these are common sense things that as we continue to give our best, we have to do all the attacks work, even those that are not enumerated in our job description. O, balikan na ito. Nanginig ng katawan ni Ruben. At ang last statements niya, sabi niya, I make my students become doctors like you, lawyers, engineers, even CEO like you. Totoo din naman. Kahapon, I spoke to Balay City Division or DepEd, Congressman John Flores, in his message, starting it with this introduction, sabi niya, I would not have become who I am today, not just as a congressman, but as a lawyer, if not because of my teachers that I have worked with in the past. Diba? Tanungin natin lahat, pati si councilor, si mayor, lahat tayo ay dumaan sa pag-aaruga ng guro. Whether that may be best, better, or good, sorry if it was a worse experience, but reality check, we learn from our teachers. Bad or good experience, it taught us lessons. So nagalit na si Ruben. Si Ruben na ngayon ang nagagalit at pinahamang si CEO. Now, after hearing what I do as a teacher, Mr. CEO, what do you do as a CEO? Let's try to compare notes whether you do much greater things than what I do. Alam naman ng CEO na ang ginagawa lang naman niya na kumita ang kanyang kampanya. Minsan, he's not looking at the welfare of the employees because what he is focused on is income and profit so that the company will become solvent and even become very, very productive. Si Mayor, sensya na, nag-usap kami kanina, he puts really human resource development as part of his agenda. And to dissect this vision, na siya mga participatory leadership demonstrations na kasalukuyang ginagawa. Kung i-mention ko, Mayor of Kalini, ang local school board is decided, discussed by the board. And it's not an overruling function of the mayor because the mayor has multifarious tasks to do. Sabi ko nga kay Mayor, swerte nga yung superintendent partner mo. Kasi sa aking nakaraan, was also superintendent of a city and a province. Dumaan din ako sa isang partner na LGU na over-controlling, na wala akong ginagawa kundi pasahin at pirmahan ang budget na ginagawa nila. Who am I to argue if I argue? If I argue, that could also be an option. But you know, before you argue, you try to see the repercussion. The result, mananalo ka ba? Kung hindi ka naman mananalo, di huwag ka na makipag-argue. But I was also a partner with an LGU executive who was also very empowering in terms of doing my best as co-chair of the local school. So I'm just happy that here in Iligan City, everything is in order. And teachers, congratulations to all of you. I know that you're sustaining the job is not because you have no choice. Kahapon manggol, I was also a speaker in an alternative learning system conference. Sabi ko sa kanila, bakit hanggang ngayon narinito pa kayo? Ako hindi mo na, na palang nila enjoy stronger yung hawa, ang trabahoan eh. Masakita po doon. There are always options. And DepEd is the only option. If you don't find happiness in what you do, the doors are widely open for you to leave and find that joy outside of DepEd. Bakit hindi? Pwede naman eh. Ang dami kayang aplikante na nag-aabang kung kailan tayo aalis para sila ang papalit sa atin. But again, I know